Here, Isan is located in Thailand, in the northeastern of Thailand, which is highlighted as in purple color here. And there are 20 provinces, and the area that I conducted this work is in the middle. And this is the differences between Thai and Isan. They differ to each other in terms of the phonological alteration. They differ in the consonants, differ in vowel, and differ in tone. For the consonants, if Thai use Isan will use her and love. And for Thai use ear, while Isan use And for tone, Thai has 5 tones, Isan also has 5 tones or 6 tones, but it depends on geographical area, and the tone is not the same. And for functional morpheme, I think I switched this like Isan and Thai. Here, this should be Thai, and here it should be here it should be Thai, and here it should be Isan. It's just like for the final particle, if they use the in Isan, Thai will use na, and for negation, if Isan gonna use bo, but Thai gonna use mai for expressing the word no. For the word formation, sorry, I switched it here. The word formation, this should be Isan, and this should be Thai. If you wanna say the string chicken, Thai gonna use ไก่นึ่ง chicken string, but for Isan they're gonna use นึ่งไก่ so string chicken, they say string chicken. And this is the differences from the lexicon one. So I showed 6 examples here. So you can see here that when Thai use กางเกง Isan gonna use so this one is means pants. They have a different root, and they also differ into each other in terms of tone, in terms of vowel, in terms of initial consonants, and in terms of they have the variety, the mixed patterns, in which initial consonant and tone mixed, and tone, initial consonant, and root mixed. And here, we wonder if 2 languages or 2 dialects of the same languages for Thai and Isan. So as mentioned earlier, you will see that the 2 varieties have lots of structural differences, as we have just seen. And but the 2 varieties are considered dialect of the same language. They are intelligible to speakers of both varieties. And mutual intelligibility is the key determinant of whether 2 varieties are dialect of the same languages. And if the speakers of one language cannot understand to each other, then the 2 varieties are 2 distinct languages. This is from mutual intelligibility view. And what we do here, this is our methodology. We use the methodology from Young et al. 2019 and Brady et al. 2022, as we mentioned earlier. And for this, there are so many researchers conducted the experiment to test so many languages, as in blue here, in Germanic language, as in Dutch and Norwegian, from Young et al., and Danish and Swedish, from Skrappet and Busken, Old English and Old Norse from Gay, and Romance languages as in Spanish and Portuguese from Jensen, and Arabic varieties from Trentman and Cherry. But the most successful one is from Young et al. And Brady et al. What they did is they test Jeju-AO and the native Korean speakers on the comprehension test, and they found that Jeju-AO is the different language from the Korean speaker. I will talk about the methodology in detail in the next slide. But how Young et al. And Brady et al. Know that Jeju-AO are really different from Korean language. What they did is they test again with the Dutch variety and Norwegian variety, in which we know that they are different languages. They use the same experiment to test Dutch and Norwegian, and they found that Dutch and Norwegian are different language. This confirmed that their tools can use to test the mutual intelligibility. So what we do here is Our goal is to assess whether Isan and Thai are dialects of each other or distinct languages, and our purpose is to quantify the ability of Thai speakers in Thailand to understand a simple narrative spoken in Thailand. What we do here as a tool is we ask the speaker to look at the paraffin, which is a variable in YouTube as well. If you search paraffin, you're gonna see the film. It is a silent movie, which is long for 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. And in the film, in the scene, it will be like this in the picture. So that this one man who picked up a pear, and there's a pear drop down under the ground floor, and okay, the story will be go on. And what we do here is that we ask two participants to look at the pair film, and then we ask two native speakers of Isan told the story, the pair story, what they see in the picture. So it is like a freestyle. It depends on what they want to tell the story. And then we get the two scripts of what they tell the story, and then we combine the script, and then make a single script. And we ask another native speaker to retell the story again to make sure that the story that they told is not like too fast, not too slow. It's like in a good pace, and people or the audience or the listener can hear the story. So now we get the script already, and we get the sounds from the native speaker who retell the story. And what we do after we get the narrative one, so we test with the 20 Thai and 20 Isan. We test Isan language only because we all know that Isan speakers can speak Thai. All Thai people can speak Thai. So we don't test Thai. We test us only Isan languages. In Isan variety at that time. We call Isan variety first. And then we test with 20 speakers of Thai monolingual and 20 Isan. So what we do here is we ask them to rate their ability to understand Isan from 0 to 10, in which 0 represents not at all, not understand Isan at all. I don't understand Isan at all, 0. And if you understand quite a bit, you rate at 5, and you can understand everything, you rate at 10. Okay, this is before we ask them to listen to our script. And after that, we ask them to listen to the whole narrative, the one that we got from native speaker. And after that, we ask the participant to rate their ability to understand Isan again. Do you understand the whole story? So they're gonna rate 0 to 10 again. And after they rate their self-ability, what they need to do is that they need to listen to the narrative again. But at this time, they're gonna listen segment by segment. So we separate the narrative into 5 segments, and then we ask them to listen to segment by segment, and after each segment, they need to complete the comprehensive questions. And then we will ask them to rate their ability to understand Isan again. This is what we do. And here, this is our result. What we found here is that this is a result from the self-assessment grade. So what we ask they do is the before experiment, right? And after the narrative, and after each of the questions. So in the blue bar, it is represent the Thai speakers, and the orange bar represents Isan speaker. So you can notice here that in the blue bar, in Thai speaker, before the experiment, they rate themselves high. I can understand Isan like quite well, like 5. But after the narrative, they rate themselves 4.45. But after the questions, they rate themselves just only 4. It's lower. But for Isan speaker, they rate themselves like 8. But after the narrative, they become more confident because they can understand it all for the Isan. And after questions, they rate 9.45, higher. And this is the self-assessment rate. And we are going to look at the questions. We have the 20 questions. It is a comprehensive questions. It's from the narrative of each of the segment. And for 20 questions of the Thai speaker, as you can see here in the green color, it is Thai speaker, and the orange color, it is the Isan speaker. You can notice here that Thai they can do just like lower than 10. We found just only for question number 1, question number 6, question number 14, questions number 17 that they have like higher than 10. Whereas in the orange color, we found that the exam speakers can do the comprehension test very well. They answer, they got the correct answer, they make accuracy. So more than 10, not only more than 10, but they did it like between 16 to 20. Okay, this is quite high. So what we found here for the result, we will look at the average score. This is the average score of it, 7.75 for Thai speaker, 18.95 for the Isan speaker. So this is the overall result that we found. But how do we know? How do we know that how much they're different to each other, and what is the common cut point? How do we like make judgment that whether this language are the different languages or this variety is the same language? So according to Gruber, 2007, 2020 and 7, and Kuchevar and Prifnovit, 2014, this is both sides in Young 2019, they said that a common cut-off point determining whether intelligibility exists is a comprehension rate of 70%. So this means that if the participant like complete the comprehension answer, like got the accuracy lower than 70%, so it means that that language are different. So here we see that Thai speaker did very low and Isan speaker did very high, and they're different to each other. And for discussion, we found that Isan speaker perform a substantially higher level of comprehension with an accuracy rate of 94.75, and Thai speaker understand substantially less with the accuracy rate of 38.75. So the finding indicates that Thai and Isan are not mutually intelligible. It appears that Thai speakers have difficulties comprehending Isan. And what about the high score of some participants? Some Thai participants that they can do like item by item, and item they rate like they can do very high in that item. So we can see that while the majority of Thai speakers feel that they can understand Isan to a certain extent, their self-rating tend to be slightly lower when it comes to comprehending complete narrative, and even lower when they were asked to respond to comprehension questions. This decline may be because the speakers are initially familiar with Thai from popular movies and songs. So some of Thai speakers, they can understand like Pu Bao Thai Ban. It is the movie that's very famous in they use Isan, and they also have the script under like how do we say? They have Thai languages. They have the script in Isan, and they also have like English in Netflix movie. So it is the theme for Thai speaker that it is easy to understand. They can understand, but it's just some part of it, because after we test the comprehension questions, so they get the lower score. They think they have the high score, understand it, but they get a lower score when we test them. So upon being asked to actually understand content present in Isan, many speakers realize that their actual comprehension may be lower than they initially thought, and it reflects as that. So for our conclusion, so Kamil and I, we have a conclusion that Thai and Isan are not mutually intelligible. And Thai and Isan, while deeply intertwined and related to each other, should stand as two distinct languages and not as two dialects of the same language. This is in the view of mutual intelligibility. Thank you very much.
Wow.